Hey friends, Peter Faciano here. Welcome back to my series on the Canon M6 Mark II. In today's video, I'm going to cover the Canon Connect app. I'm going to do a couple of things. One, I'm going to show you how to enable it in the camera, how to download it onto your phone, how to get the phone connected to the camera, and then how you can actually get photos and videos off of the camera onto your phone or onto the computer. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Hey, Future Peter here. I wanted to jump in here really quick and let you guys know to stick around to the end of the video because I have a channel update and a possible idea for a Canon M6 Mark II and EFS 10-18 giveaway. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do this. I don't know if it violates YouTube policies, but stick around to the end. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think about the channel idea and the giveaway idea. All right, back to the video. All right, so I have my camera turned on. I'm gonna hit the menu button. I'm gonna be in the purple Wi-Fi icon, menu number 1, Bluetooth connections. I'm gonna go ahead and select that. I'm gonna be concerned with my connection to a smartphone and my EOS utility. Right now I want just to connect my smartphone, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on add a device to connect to. I'm using the Android. I'm gonna select OK. I wanna pair via Bluetooth. Says pairing is in progress. I'm going to set this off to the side. I'm going to bring in my smartphone. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Canon Connect app, see if it recognizes it. Hit the Bluetooth menu. I'm going to scan for the camera. So it's recognized it. Click on that. It says that it's pairing. Pairing request. Pair and connect. I want to pair. So it says connect to this smartphone, the Pixel 4 XL. I want to click OK. We got the check mark saying everything is connected. Paired with the Pixel 4 XL, use the Canon app. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. I'm going to say OK here. So once everything is connected, you have a couple of things you can do. You can look at the images on the camera itself. You can transfer the images from the camera onto your phone, or you can do a remote live shooting. Now, this is a brand new camera right out of the box, so I don't have any images on it. So let's go ahead and take this outside, and I'll show you guys how I end up using the remote access. All right, so I'm back from the preserve. Not a whole lot of birds going on. This was the perch where I thought the western bluebirds were going to be perching, but they weren't. I shot a little 5-second video so we can see if we can get this off of the camera and onto the EOS web service. Picture of the river, picture of the lake, picture of the reeds. So how do you get the pictures from the camera onto your phone? Hit the Canon Connect app, just the Connect app. This usually tells me that the Bluetooth connection failed. I'm just going to hit OK. I want to show you this on the screen. So if I'm looking at the actual camera screen, hey, there's Ricky. I used him with my back button focus video. So if you see here, the Wi-Fi is off. The icons are lit up. That means that it's activated. So I'm going to go ahead and click on images on the camera because I don't want to remote shoot just yet. Images on camera, searching for the network. My little icon's blinking so we know that they're trying to find each other. Once it's found, camera's connected, and it shows me the pictures that I have on the phone. Now, if I want to take one of these pictures and download it to the phone, I just select the picture that I want. Down here at the bottom, it says import. This is gonna import it onto my cell phone. You can open the app. You can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna get into how to post it to social media. Once it's on your phone, you guys should know how to do that. I'm gonna exit out of here. I'm gonna get back to the actual main screen. I'm still connected. Now, if I wanna do some remote shooting, I click on the remote shooting app. It's telling me, do I want to auto transfer, shut that function off? I want to, yeah, I'm just going to shut that off for a second. Now I'm in my camera mode. Up at the top, I have this highlighted for shooting pictures. If I want to change to video, I can just hit the camera or the video icon and all of my operations for videos here. I'm going to take a picture. All of my white balance options are down here. My autofocus points are here. My frame rates are here. I can shrink that and just have the full screen. I can open it back up again. I can change my aperture. I can change my ISO. I can do my exposure compensation. So all of the stuff that you want to function with is right here. So if I want to change my focus points, I don't have to do this on my camera. I can just touch on my screen on the phone and it'll change the focus points to anywhere I want. I want to take a picture of Ricky. Just go ahead and click on that. It takes the picture and it will save. There's a little icon here that shows the picture. If you can You click on that, it shows you the picture. Now, if you want to just take pictures and have them automatically transfer to your phone, which this is another tip, the M6 Mark II only has one card slot. So if you auto transfer as you guys are taking pictures, this adds as a backup. So this gets around having 2 card slots where you write to 2 cards automatically. It'll just transfer the image to your phone so that you can get around not having 2 card slots. But this does transfer the images as a JPEG. So auto transfer, everything's on. So if I were to take a picture, it's going to transfer it on here. Now that's not remote. I didn't do it remotely on my phone. I was actually on the camera. I took a picture with the camera and it transferred it directly onto the phone itself. So that's a little side note. Now if I want to do remote shooting, again, click on remote shooting. Yeah. Now I've got all the functions for video. I'm click on video. It now changed to video. All of the settings down here, your white balance, auto eye detect, your frame rates, microphone set. So all of the stuff that you want is here. I'm hoping you guys are getting the idea. So if you want to do remote shooting, whether it's photos or video, just hook up the Connect app and you guys should be good to go. Now my next part, I haven't done this yet. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I have never transferred video from my camera directly to a computer. So let's go ahead and try to do that right now. All right, I'm going to fly through the software update here. So we're going to go into the Canon USA, type in your camera, EOS M6 Mark II. Go ahead and click on the drivers and downloads. Go down to software, and you're going to go ahead and select the EOS Utility 3.13. Go ahead and download it. Click your area, click Next, Language, English, click OK. Go ahead and install it. You're going to accept the terms, and it's going to install a package like the Utility 3, Utility 2, lens registration, network settings, web service. Once it downloads, you're going to go ahead and hit Next. Click on Finish. All right, let's get the camera set up. Hit the menu, scroll up to the Wi-Fi Bluetooth connection and hit the OK. You're going to move over to the EOS utility, select that. Scroll up and you want to add a device to connect to. Once you select that, there's a password on the bottom. Remember that. Now you're going to open up your Wi-Fi connection on your computer, select the EOS connection. I'm going to uncheck this because I don't want to automatically connect every time. Once you select that, it's going to search for it. Type in your password that's on the front of the camera screen. Once you have the password typed in, it's going to recognize it on the camera. I don't want this to go to any other PC, so I'm going to click No. It's working on the camera. Go ahead and connect it, pair it. Once it's paired, you're going to have to go back to the computer and you're going to open up your utility software. Once the utility software is opened up, you're going to go ahead and pair via Wi-Fi. It's going to search for the signal. It's going to pop it up. You're going to select your M6 Mark II, connect it. On the camera, it's going to say found it. Go ahead and click OK. Once you select OK, you're all set, ready to go for the camera. Now the utility is going to open up automatically, and you're going to want to go ahead and download images to the computer. By doing this, you want to select and download the images or videos on the camera itself. It's going to open it up. I want to just download the video. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to that 5-second video and check this little box in the bottom left corner. Go ahead and click on download. Once it downloads, you're going to choose your path. I'm going to click OK. It's going to download it to my computer, close it, open up the path, and this is the 5-second video right here. So this is all over Wi-Fi. I'm going to close the program, open up the utility. I'm going to quit the utility, and then let's see, I'm going to disconnect the Wi-Fi because I don't want the camera to be connected anymore. And then look over on the camera, the Wi-Fi signal is still going. Select menu, go down and disconnect, exit, click OK, and you're good to go. So that was the Canon Connect app. Now I know I went through that pretty quickly, but the beauty of video, if you want to follow along and it goes too fast, you can just kind of pause it, stop it, double check to make sure you're doing the things right. And I just want to say a couple of things. My computer downloads and my phone downloads might be different than yours. Everybody has a different system and a different method of doing things. And if yours doesn't go exactly the way that mine went, you can shoot me a message, put me a comment down below, and maybe I can answer it and see, maybe troubleshoot. But you guys need to know I'm not that technical of a person, and my troubleshooting is typically if I unplug something and then plug it back in, and if it doesn't work, that's pretty much my troubleshooting. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer a ton of questions if you guys have problems downloading this, but if you took a look at my time on my phone and on the computer, I pretty much did this in real time. It didn't take that long. It's pretty intuitive. Just follow the steps and everything should be good. And if you notice, I had some stuff blocked out on the computer. I don't know if I needed to do that or not. And that just kind of shows you the level of technology for me. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. And then my last thing that I want to cover is going to be my channel direction and the giveaway. And I have to do some research here, so bear with me because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do this or not. I haven't seen anybody do it, so I don't know if they're not doing it because it's not the right thing to do, if it violates the terms of agreement with YouTube or not. So give me a second, let me explain this, and then I want to hear from you guys in the comments below, and let me know if this is something that sounds interesting, if it's worth doing or not. So here are my thoughts. My channel is in its infancy, and I can pretty much take this in any direction that I want, and I don't want to just be a Canon person. There's other cameras that I want to try out. I want to try Fuji, Nikon, Sony, Panasonic. I don't want to just be known as somebody that's doing Canon M6 Mark II. If you guys have been following my channel for the year, you know that I have about 21 videos covering this camera. I think it's about time to move on. So my thought is to just give this camera away to somebody that has commented on one of my videos. I can randomly select one of my videos in the playlist and then randomly select a comment from one of those videos, and then just give the camera away. Again, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I'm not asking for subscribers. I think this channel has been growing organically, so I think it'll be fine to do that, but I have to do some research just to make sure that I've got my bases covered, because I don't want any, strikes against my channel just as I'm starting out. So I've got my eye on another camera. Probably I'm not gonna reveal what it is, and I think probably in about 3 months, I'll be able to get it, which means if I decide to do this, anybody that's watching this now, you have the ability to go back to any of my 21 videos on the M6 Mark II, make a comment, and you'll be ahead of the game. So when it comes time for me to give away this camera in about 2 months, 3 months, you should be golden. So let me know what you guys think. Put some comments below. Maybe even throw out some ideas on some cameras that you would like to possibly receive. Now I understand a year is a long time to wait, but I believe a year using a camera and doing these tutorials, it'll give you a good idea of whether or not you really want this camera or not. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm gonna leave it there. Like, subscribe, share, turn on that bell notification, and I think that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. Bye.